My name is Ben Fisher. I am from Westchester in Downingtown, Pennsylvania. I am currently in Corvallis, Oregon. I'm a graduate of the Cannabis Horticulture program at Pennsylvania Institute of Technology, and I'm currently pursuing an undergraduate bachelor's degree in horticultural research and plant genetics and breeding at Oregon State University. So it started with my dad. I always did a lot of gardening and hiking with him when I was very little. And then as time went on, he allowed me to take part in the garden, and then I'd actually get to plant some things of my own and grow them. I'd look for flowers and mushrooms, and then I'd try to identify them. That was never exactly my strong suit. And then I eventually found the cannabis horticulture program, and that seemed like a great intro into the field of horticulture. When you're trying to learn all these things yourself, you don't really know the best avenues to make a lot of times, really how to most efficiently learn about it. So when I attended PIT, I learned that there was so much more, not just to cannabis, but to horticulture and then plants as a whole, that I could really take this further. I have always been interested in lesser known and lesser developed plants, but I really always wanted to work in an area where I could still have an impact. Cannabis is a very understudied crop as a whole, whether it's the genetic perspective or the medicinal perspective. There's a large amount of research that could be used to better understand it. Now it's really only focused on the side of hemp, and even then some of that, they have to go through so many restrictions just to use or to grow, improve, and cultivate this crop that the industry itself needs to be opened up more for the financial benefits, medicinal benefits, and many others, as well as providing jobs that people need. The cannabis industry serves to meet so many needs of the nation and people that addressing this could really help everyone. I am currently getting my bachelor's degree at Oregon State University. I will be graduating in June. A big thing that our current agricultural systems suffer from being large-scale monocultures, so it's just at this point miles and miles of a single plant, say corn, is that it makes our production systems very susceptible to pests and disease. Like, we lose a very significant percentage of our food crops to pests and disease every year. And then as a result, it puts a lot of stress on our production systems, which causes breeders to have to constantly produce new cultivars that have these resistances, and it causes the use of chemical insecticides and pesticides and fungicides to protect these plants, where I think if we could add more diversification into the food supply of what is commonly used and used on large scale for food production, it would take away some of the stress that our current agricultural systems are under. I have applied for graduate school. I one day want to get a PhD, so I will likely be pursuing a PhD directly out of my undergrad as opposed to going through a master's and then a PhD. My focuses for this project would hopefully be on a tuber crop called uluco, which is from the high Andes in South America. It's not necessarily an oppressed crop, but an underutilized crop that has suffered greatly as a result of inbreeding depression. So part of my project would be to perform a whole genome sequence and then identify genes associated with fertility and a few other agronomic traits that would be important to perhaps make this crop more viable to be produced for food, and then that would in turn provide diversity to the world food supply. There's always a niche that you can carve out for yourself. Even if you feel like there might not necessarily be a place, I promise there is. And if there isn't one yet, it's very possible to always carve that one out and form an area that you can fit into really realistically anywhere. And that's something I found for myself in Pennsylvania. It's something I found to be true out in Oregon. Whether it's socially or professionally, you can find an area that you fit in and where you'll thrive and grow and become better. It's hard to say if there's a single rule that I live by every day. I normally try to pursue a long-term goal over a short-term one, as those are the ones that are often more reliable and you can be generally more satisfied with the outcome of it. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk about how my time at Pennsylvania Institute of Technology has helped me and how it's led me to bigger things. It has really been a stepping stone that could take me to where I wanted to go.